Okay, all good, bro. Oh, still, my communication looks like a typical village people, right? Have to improve that, bro. So, let me check the data for today. Do we have any data? Unfortunately, not. There is no big data. Of course, we have a 10 a.m. news, ISM manufacturing PMI, Wednesday, July 1. Yep. GBP, USD, GBP. Okay, 9 o'clock. We already had one news. Fed Chairman Wash speaks. Okay, there are two red folders. Not bad. Let me hop into the chart. Let me hop into the chat. Hop into the chat. Holy fuck! What the fuck is this, bro? Okay, it's not here, but it's here. Why it is? It's not here because this is just nothing else. Bro, can I leave some stuff here and pick it up in the evening if that's okay? Yeah, sure. I'll just leave something here and leave it in after my shift is ended. I'll pick it up. Yeah. Hmm, what the hell is going on, bro? It's a bit push to the upside. Mm. Big push to the upside. For this range is 75. For this range is 75. Bro, the 75 is matching, bro. For this range, for this range, after stop this liquidity price rebalance to that 75 DRT to this liquidity. Then it's dropped all the way down to this 75. For this range, you can clearly see how beautifully it's break that it's just drops inversion tap break boom pull back boom break the 50 and there is no resistance but this is a clean inefficiency there is no accumulation resistance nothing just drop inverted this candle obviously this is the London low could be the first target if I'm not wrong yes this is the first target it has been smashed so this is where I expected some sort of reaction like this because this is where it's sweep the low and we are tapped the 75 DRT. So we haven't print proper structure here, right? It just drops. That is not a significant price action form here. So this is just nothing. This is just swept. There is no inversion. There is no proper high low. There is no breakout structure. This is something little convincing, right? So after clear out this low, we created this inefficiency around 75 DRT. We clear out this low because this is the first leg getting swept and we're rebalancing this fair value gap and it's manipulating lower. So if the price wants to go lower, it's supposed to not break this high because it's 75, it's a fake out. 75 has been faked out. Break, retest, fake out. That's why it's kind of doing this shit, bro. Understand that? It's take this low and what are place that is avoids. That's a 75 DRT. So take these lows. What happened next? You are creating this inefficiency, completely rebalance that inefficiency, swept this liquidity, sorry, swept this liquidity and we trade back higher, market structure shift, we got this inversion. The next candles, how beautifully these candles are respecting out of this level. Rejection, boom, rejection. So this is the trigger point. And if I want to take a trade, that trade would probably be till this. Because I don't know what is going to happen here. So as soon as it's get inverted, my next target bottom is going to pull back. Sorry for DLT we break that 50% level, we reach that 75 again, and we are inside this bullish market. So technically, I need to look for buy inside this range and target higher prices. So what's going to happen inside this range will determine the price going to go up here and here. or it just going here and here. So this is the important thing. So inside this scene, so we are like we after this push pull back to the 75 DRT, after this liquidity, we get the market structure shape. We can clearly see this is what I want to see. A proper high, a proper low, proper high that needs to break with inversion. And we need this kind of rejections. That set the stage that said there is no inferior gap. So we can clearly see that aspect, right? We can clearly see that aspect. How beautifully it's respecting this level boom mass, how beautifully it's rejecting out of this gap. And it starts to trade back higher to the next target would be this and this areas like yeah, we have some unfilled gap here, not at filled, but yeah, it's pretty much this. It pretty much this is the thing, right? So sorry. So so you can clearly see like no, it's like this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see in every time frame. If I found this pattern in 5 minutes, if I find something good in 1 minute, we can take a trade and put a stop here and expecting that push. So how beautifully it push through this parallel gap. So as soon as this get inverted, we can expect the price to which spot. Technically speaking, we can expect the price to this high because this is the for this range, this is where it's the market structure shift, expanding towards external liquidity. So internal liquidity has been taken. So from 75, it start expand. So we can expect the externals. These are the external liquidity. So just straight up to this spot, take this highs, drop down. We are expecting out of this level. So I'm just waiting, curious about this wait for what is happening here. So we got a really good push and it just drops down. So I want to see something good here. 1 minute. Nothing good. Nothing good to go for an entry. So if I go to 1 minute, like 3 minutes, you can clearly see that entry model bro. So if this is the whole thing is just the first thing. This is nothing bro. This is nothing. So we are waiting, right? So this flow has been taken out, and we are rebalancing to that 15 minutes, and we clear out this first leg here, and we rebalance again. What happening here? First leg here again. We rebalancing to this gap, failed to swap this low. Instead, we got this inversion, this market structure shift. So we got this inversions plus market structure shift, and it's no. This is something you can take the trade with. Got this inversion, market structure shift, boom, pull back, hit the spot. The last value that holding the price that ran through with this market structure shift and price pull back to this spot. Again, give that inversion, big displacement plays what five value gaps. As soon as we are rejecting out of this level, we can enter here, put the stop here. Tight entries, bro. Tight entries here, stop here. We can target. Obviously, we can target this. Not this, bro. This is the clean liquidity zone, bro. This 75 DRT, this highs should be the clean liquidity zone. And we have the 15 minutes unfilled gap here as well. So that's pretty important because it's remained unfilled, right? So this is pretty important for me. So let's see. So let's see. That's it. For this 75 rejection, for this 75, again market maker, buy model. You can clearly see that. You can clearly see that inversion, breakout structure, and that inversion, how beautiful is hold the price, start to push back higher. Where we can expect the price for this range. If it got this high to this low, so technically this, as soon as we get the 25 grid. So if I'm entering here, to put the stop loss here, what is my target should be? My prime focus would be this. If this gets inverted, I would expect the price to 50 and 75. So the 75 hasn't been met yet. So the 75 hasn't been met. The 75 aligned with this fair value here, coupled with this fair value here, hasn't met yet. But you can clearly see this liquidity right here, right? This is gets taken. Break, retest, boom, boom, boom. We don't have any resistance here. We break and we just like boom, expanding inversion, extended and expanding towards 50 DRT and expanding towards 75, but it's not getting hit, not reach that spot. Instead, it's just from the highs and rebalancing this value gap. So we can be bullish here, we can be bullish here, and we can target this high, we can target this highs, and if we are lucky, we can target this high as well. So that's the plan. We can go to 1 hour as well, and we can check whether we are right or wrong. Yep. So of course we can don't be one-sided, honestly. So don't be one-sided, honestly. Okay. The cool thing is price drops, 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 drops. So far it's freaking downtrend, bro. And the liquidity has been swept. We got a really good inversion, fair value gap. So we are expecting the price to continue higher, but it's not like that. Take this, it drops lower. The market is bullish. It should hold, but it's not actually. It just drops, 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 and you can clearly see this gap. Beautiful, right? And on the 75 DRT, we got this 1 hour gap. The very first inversion, the very first fair value gap, 1 hour, we got this multiple rejection here. And they start to expand higher. We got this inversion expanding higher, and it's leave these gaps. So obviously, we could you look for some sort of buy here and targeting this should be the first target. This should be the second target. So if I'm bullish, need to be bullish. Since I'm bullish because we are inside high 10 value gap, I need to look for these highs to take today. These highs should be my target. Priority target, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good, bro. It's like super bullish. Drops, inverse boom, pull back, liquidity speed, trying to trade back, failed, drops lower, could be the 50% level respect, and we inverting these gaps. So we are about to get a better structure shift. So it seems like we are good to go for buy for now. Let me see how it's gonna be, how this is going to work. So this is the 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. If this end up like kind of manipulating lower and trying to straight back higher, we could expect this should be the target. Daily, yep, we can expect the price till this spot, but this is the previous day high, so we can expect the price to reach the previous day high. And if it's continuously wants to go higher, uh, I think this is the thing here. Shift, shift on this high. And on this side of this side, it's like 32 points. This side, 614, 59 points. Okay, not bad. This, I mean, prediction of the price. This, I don't know when it's going to reach, but it has the chances to reach this for USD highs. Boom. Okay, okay, okay. What's going on, bro? We take this liquidity, rebalancing this value again, boom, and start to respect and drop all the way down to step this first leg. So respecting this fair value gap and from this first leg getting swept. So we can expect the price here and here. So basically we can look for some sort of buy for now. Go to 15 minutes. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see. It's pretty cool to see, bro. So from this expansion, so we are around the 25. So let's see how it's going to work. I don't want to do anything. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool to see them. Yeah, 300. It's looking awesome. It's looking amazing. Right? Take this slow. Take this slow drop. Okay, fine. Let's see this. That's very nice. Let's see this in 15 minutes. This does it print any entry views? So far, no. I don't find any entry view. Don't find any entries. Price. You can clearly see price like price just drops down. They take this slow drop down to the 15 minutes. And if I go to 3 minutes, do I find anything? After this, as soon as it starts the 15 minute, do I find anything new? Honestly, not, right? Honestly, not. Guys, what kind of entry it is? No, there's no. There's nothing. I don't find any reasonable place or reasonable reason to go for entry. Even here, I don't find anything so good. So just take this low and just try to this place higher. So I don't want to engage in this kind of trades. I just want to be little. If the price brings some sort of price action and it wants to move higher, then it's good. Now it's not. So let me watch the chart for now. This is the fair value which we have inside that range. 75 EST, we have the 15 minutes gap. Let me see what is going to happen. Then this is the first liquidity and then the second liquidity, high day for fair value gaps for bullish because we need to be, seems like we need to be bullish. So because we stood the liquidity, we trade back higher. We are so this liquidity, we trade back higher, but there is no breakout structure. That's something I need to focus on. And as soon as price reaches the 75, we give that inversion with breakout structure, right? So as soon as price reaches the 75 for this range, we give it inversion, we give that breakout structure with this inversion. So technically it seems like a bearish model because all the market is bearish and it's 75 it's inversion, breakout structure inversion. So it's inverted all these levels and now it's pulled back. So I need to see whether this high getting respected or what. If this high getting respected, then we can shoot based on this. If because already the liquidity has been taken, then let's see. If the high has been respected, protected, we can expect the price is lower, or else if the price just disrespect this, then we obviously expect the price to reach that high. That's something we need to do. So unfortunately, it just tapped around 9 o'clock. It drops down, tap that fair value gap, and unfortunately, I don't find any entry model to enter. I don't find any reasons to enter. It just drops to 15 minutes and just displays higher. Even in 3 minutes, I don't find anything. It just drops, take this low, 15 minutes getting tapped, and we start to displaced through this thing, and it's just expanding higher. So there is no point for me uh, to engage in this trade. I cannot take this. So I just need to sit and watch it. And I'm willing to watch it in 15 minutes. What is going to happen here? That's very important. Okay. Is there any good mails and messages? Thanks. What I'm telling you, but too much stuff is good. So it's just expanding again. So out of this liquid taken, 1 hour gap, we got this 15 minutes break, we got the 15 motion break, so we got the rejection, so we could expect the price to go higher. So it's something you can expect. So yep, it's just gap expanding higher. Is that an efficiency? Sorry, but directly, but we'll see what is going to happen. 1 minute. If this guy getting inverted, so obviously we could expect the price to rebalance to the second level, right? So let me see and watch what's going to happen here. No, you know, Mm. Probably, probably that here and so because we are more upstairs today and we told that. And everyone told me that we are in probably. But we are more upstairs. I said, no, we are more upstairs today and everyone told me that she are in probably. Yeah, yes, I feel the same. Yes, I'm saying, well, we are more upstairs today and everyone told me that she are in probably. And I will see you in this. I'm still my grandparents. So I said, no. No, we are going upstairs today, and everyone told me that he had been from you. And everyone told me that you have been from here, I'll send it in my friend. I said, everyone was saying, because we are going upstairs today, and everyone told me that you told me that you are getting from you. And I said, yes, yeah, that's it. What is going on here? 9:29. So we needs to check what is going on here. You got a really good expansion going. Breakout structure, tab, boom, 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 expand slowly and steadily expanding high. Tap the firewall here. Break a nice displacement. Switching up to 3 minutes. But a nice displacement at this gap. So I have to mark this gap as well. This is pretty crucial. 15 minutes, 9:29 out there. So it's a 9:29 here. With this and this, what is going to take? I don't know. Let me check it. For 9:30. So the fact see it's closed above. You can clearly seeing that the fact that it's closed above. So we are pretty much good for now. Let me see. Biggest savings event is live, bro. Short the event. 10 percentage side buy. Lemon 50% off about it. Burberry break for men. 67% off. I'm surprised. It looks really cool, right? It is $44. Search of purple accento. So what I can expect right now? So 15 minutes getting tapped, displaced higher. We closed above that high. So what is going to happen inside this gap will determine whether I expect the price here or I expect the price continue higher up till this point. If it's come back to this here and convincing me with some sort of price action, I would go for it. Otherwise, I'm not. Otherwise, I'm not. I'm just willing to watch what is going to happen. I'm just little curious about what is going to happen here. We are because it seems like it's because it seems like you can clearly see that because it seems like so the push liquidity taken, total is getting tapped, we have the market structure shift, like we have the break, we have a really good displacement. So this is the crucial level. So this level is pretty crucial. So I need to wait and watch what's going to happen. So let me see. Don't think much about anything. MCQ, MGQ, MQ. How I get it. What is this? I don't know nothing, brother. I don't know. I only know the max loss limit. That's it. I only know the max loss limit, and that's it. Nothing else. So Sergio of Purple Accento, Gentleman, Givenchy, or Givenchy. Oh, Azara, the most wanted person. Yeah, 22%. $89. Stack extra 5% upward code spring. So $89, bro. So four interest free payments with after pay. Azara, the most wanted per fund. From Edison 2022 for men is a vibrant tribute to personal. For men, for men is a vibrant tribute, tribute to personal achievement and allure. This fragrance is designed for those who want to make a memorable impact, embodying a man who embraces challenges and has nothing to prove. And has nothing to prove. It features, it features a bold, spicy foggier character, creating an irresistible and captivating blend. The scent opens with a vibrant note of red ginger, leading into a heart of vibrant wood. It concludes with the rich base of warm toffee, seductive bourbon, bourbon vanilla, and luminous woods, producing a sweet, spicy, and woody fragrance that lingers. This enticing combination of aromas reflects an adventurous spirit, making it making spirit making it the perfect choice for fearlessness. Azaro, the most wanted, seems pretty good. Yeah, it just keep on going higher, bro. Strong push out of this gap. Literally, if I want to do something, it should be here, bro. You can clearly see that. If for 5 minutes, it's clear. 15 minutes getting tapped. We got this inversion with market ship with really good displacement. So now we can trust this swing. So we looking for some sort of reaction here. If the price drops down to this level and trying to trade back, we can target this. But it's unfortunately not. Nothing happened. So we need to wait and see what's going to happen. Yep, I'm sitting through the 3 minute. I'm not gonna go to 1 minute for now. So Asaro, the most wanted, bro. It looks really good. 100 and 150 mm confirm. How much the 50 mm? So the 50 mm is sold to you. If you bought 50 mm, that would be great, right? 100 mm would be like $89. Many one drive files were recently deleted from I don't know what kind of simple it is. I don't know what kind of simple it is. Yeah. One is one is vibrate, alarm, like that. I don't know. Mm, fucking good, bro. Mm-hmm. 5 minute drops down. Tap the 15 minutes. This is our breakout structure, right? We can call this way or what? What is that? So, so internal liquidity taken. Tap that high time frame 5 hourly gap. We got the market structure shift in 1 minute, right? We got the market structure shift in 1 minute, bro. Displacement. You can clearly see this early start investment. How could I able to trade this though? I don't want to do it. Not a clean inversions, but because like as soon as it's cleared this liquidity, as soon as it's after 15 minutes, it gives the market structure shift. So how can I trust this? How can I identify this is the trade I should to take? I should do target. I know this is the target. I could expect and I could expect this. Now it's just holy fuck, bro. What is going on here? It just it just goes up. It just take this high, goes up, bro. It's like it's not even do anything inside the 15 minutes. Not even pulling back to this level. Just inverted this. Just market open trade up. Take this high. Now it's expanding towards that high and heading towards a daily 5 hourly gap. What the hell you are thinking about, bro? So so this would be the perfect entry. But how could I able to identify? How could I able to see? How can I take this opportunity, bro? There's a big fat fatty 5 hourly gap. We got this liquidity taken. Okay, we got this last 1, 2, 3, 4 series of can closed above. So we got the entry model here, right? We got the entry model and we don't find anything here to close this. And we are really literally break and displace out of this level. That's important thing. We are literally break and displace out of this level to reach the 75 plus that's 15 minutes gap. The only thing which I expected some sort of pullback and inversion. That's something not happened. And it just fly towards higher. What is that really bro? What does that mean? Nine thirty to 9:45 bro. 9:30 to 9:45. And that maybe doesn't need to. Nice speech. Chitterall, nice. Andiamo con la dolcezza tutta. English. Okay, that's a really good speech, bro. Okay, what we can do now? Just one candle rips all the profits out, suggest all the targets, bro. One and two has been smashed. Goes up. I literally expect this to hold and take this high, and this expanding towards this high, but it's not actually happening. They just take this high, just taking this fair value gap and drop all the way down, take this low, grab some liquidity to fuel up, then it's give the market structure shift here. I'm kind of expecting here, but it's not worked. But here it's worked because this is aligned with time and price. You can clearly see that London session open. London session that 3 to 4 kill zone, right? So take this low, consolidate a bit. This is the proper high, proper low, fair value gap, break this. So we can literally enter the break position here. Or else we can see the rejection, we can enter the position here, put the stop of this low, expecting the price to go higher. And liquidity is on liquidity. If I'm just targeting the liquidities, so this should be the first clean target, the fair value gap, or else repetitive target. If you find no resistance here, then this and this will be the targets. This is the first, this is the second, and we are heading towards the third target, which should be this. Before the third target, needs to face the daily fair value gap. That's something I need to focus on. That's something I need to focus on here. So this is the 9:30 to 9:45. This is the 9:45 candle. So did I find anything? Nope, not yet. How about 3 minutes? So 9:45 candle. Let's just go all the way up. Take this. Why I just put this big line. Should be this. And this should be this. Afraid of nothing, bro. You cannot afraid of anything, bro. You need to be a man first. You need to tell. Oh, yes, this is Mm, It's just little clear, little more clear. Like, yeah, how could I take this bro? There's no point of thinking about taking this entry. If the next candle gives you a tap, not even a tap, I like to see some rejection here, so we can shoot up. Because this is the day, so this is where the price should come, but it's not come. Inversion because it's a nice displacement. So we have the really third candle see the third candle closed. How beautifully it's closed by. I expecting the market, is the market open 9:30? I expecting the market to drop down, then shoot up. But it's just shoot up. Just shoot up. decision, just shoot up, take this height, take this height. So, so we are just waiting and watching what's going on. So T two highs this and this has been taken. So I'm just watching the price, reading the tape, what's going on here. We are in 1 minute. We are not printing much. So I'm just waiting and watching the price action. So honestly, this would be the biggest displacement for me. Honestly speaking, biggest displacement. The price dropped down to the 25. Price dropped down to the 25, holding this 5 gap. Let me see what is going to happen. If it's break, we could target this and we could target the 75. Makes sense. I just want to get it this. I don't want to put more lines and boxes and send it inside my item. So I think I want to keep this. Simple. So if a is getting tabbed, get our structure. 3 minutes, right? 1 minute. No, I don't want to go to 1 minute, bro, please. So so this is the breakout structure. Okay. Low taken, routine is getting tapped, we got the breakout structure, nice displacement 5 value here. So unfortunately it's remain unfilled and go all the way up. Go all the way up, smash this liquidity. So I'm just watching, I'm just curiously watching. And you can clearly see the 15 minutes that high has been taken. That's the 1 minute. We are just waiting and watching what's going on here. So after this liquidity, this is the very first gap which we supposed to mark here. We are just watching it. Boom, boom, boom. So 25 break, we could trade for the retest and we can expect this stop at the high. I don't know why. I don't want to be the part of the game or what. So I don't know what is going to happen in here. Right? So let me see. Don't go for anything. Just I just marked it. I just watched this randomly and I'm just watching it. Let me see. Don't be in any confusion, but the major pattern that I analyzed so far is I'm kind of in a double mind. Like I'm gonna buy or I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna buy or that's something is not good. You should decide first. According to the decision, what is the optimal thing I can do? I should go for buy. Why I should go for buy? Because the data which that given to me is indicates that I need to go for buy. Force me to go for buy. So okay, I'm going for buy. Beautiful. So what is the target for me then? At least it's is that buy is good enough to give the 1:2 or what? If it's that's the answer is yes, then we can go for it. That's the which place I can look for, which place I can wait for, which price is really good price. So even though it just tapped and goes away, I most probably not take this entry because I was little confused though. The only thing is if it's just drop little down to this 50 percentage, then it gives some sort of clean inversion and it happened like in 3 minutes. Then I most probably could you take that entry, but it just tapped like yesterday. It just tapped and flew away. I don't want to be part of this. This. You know that. You know that. Okay, you know. Oh, how we are moving upstairs to the temperature, humidity, and English. Right. Okay, not what kind of symbol it is, bro? I don't know. What kind of symbol? I had to prepare my mind beforehand, bro. I had to prepare my mind. I cannot be think here. I would most probably think, bro. Do you have anything to say? This is not a thing which you can do repeatedly, bro. Because yeah, of course it's a low resistance liquidity. Of course we have a lot of liquidity upside. Like I'm in fair value, we could go for buy. I'm damn sure I'm going to go for buy. I'm not sure whether I need to wait for the price to drop little lower or little higher or just a manipulation just drops down. I don't know nothing. I just want to see some sort of clean confluence. That clean confluence could only take it from I could only able to take it from what? From where? I could only able to take it from 3 minute or 5 minute. So in 5 minute it's little clear. It's little clear to say we clear up this leg that we are inside this 15 minutes plus 1 minute 5 value gap in this spacing higher. And 3 minute we got a really good breakout structure. You can clearly see the last series of down close candle has been break. So next candle as soon as we get tap break. So we set the limit over here to the stop rate. That will be good. But there is no inversion. That's not something fair. But the major breakout structure would be this. This break and this displacement set up the stage for the price to go this far. This is very important. This is very crucial. So but wherever you enter, the stop loss goes all the way down to this. I don't comply in this entry. This is a pretty good entry. If I found any clean gaps here, it would be great. Or else if it's print a proper high low, it would be great. Or else I don't know. It's kind of seems like a premium, right? Buying, but we still have buy side above. I know that, but it still feels like we are buying at premium. That's something I don't like to do it. So I just avoid it. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally good. I mean, that's totally good, and it's all right. Okay. Okay. After this, we really get this breakout structure with nice displacement, reflected this inefficiencies, and this up with this. We enter, or at least here we enter, or here we, no, coming here. Here we enter, stock should go all the way down to here, and expecting high prices. That's good, that's good, that's not bad, that's nothing to complain about. I don't complain this. But don't, but still, I told you to avoid this kind of attacks. If you drop down to 15 minutes, yeah, we are dropping down to that 15 minutes gap. Beautiful. And we can clearly see the nice rejection out of this gap. You can clearly see this gap. We have two gaps. First trying to trade inside the range, but failed. You can clearly see first tap this fair value gap, but body stayed inside this fair value gap and not even reached this low. Low, high. The next candle clearly swept this low. The body stayed above. You can clearly see this fair value gap still holding. And there is no point for the big lets all the damage to this fair value. So for next, if I drop down to 5 minutes, so we still have this liquidity and we don't find nothing here. Maybe here we might get some resistance, but most probably if it gets ran through, we get this, and this should be the target for us. for today. That's something awesome. Okay. Okay. I don't want that. Okay. And if you just see this thing, we are rebalancing this 5 minutes, sub this liquidity, tap this fair value gap as 15 minutes, and we can clearly see the 15 minutes close. It's awesome close. We're still holding this gap. We just tap this fair value gap, nice rejection. And if I go to, we can expect this to hold. So we will drop down to 3 minutes. Like 3 minutes, we can clearly see one thing. This is the last series of down close candle. As soon as space rebalance the 5 minutes with the slow, we get the market structure shift here. The next candle, nice rejection. So this should be the entry. This should be the stop loss. And as soon as price break this high, we can go break even or whatever we want. This high should be the break in point. Entry, this high and break should be not a break in point. At least we can move the stop loss to this point. At this point, if I enter here, as soon as I get the breakout structure with the displacement value gaps, I can move my stop loss from this point to this point. So quickly I can adjust the stop. These are the things. It's pretty cool, right? These are the things are pretty cool. So let me see what's going on. Zero scrolling for yesterday, bro. I didn't scroll even a single thing. I did watch something on YouTube. I watched some traders doing live stream. Like I watched I not watched actively. I just watched what they did, how they performed. Teller taking that shot. But beforehand, Tanja took the buy entry. Tanja took the buy entry. Okay, that's cool. That's cool to see now. So now we got the market structure shift. I really want to see this guy supposed to get break and break this guy, and we can put a stop here, and we can expecting the drop 1 and 2. If that's the case, or else if this candle take this eye, give the emotion. That's so good, so good. Big fat displacement, and that higher getting swept close here, getting this efficiency. Let's see. It is not safe to go for sell right now, bro. We can look, we can project, but it's not see. Yes, that's the entry that guy is supposed to take. So I'm not willing to go for. I don't say I'm not willing to go for sell. I'm just watching the chart. I'm just reading the date. Okay. Consolidate. Break. We got the break plus the inversion. So whatever happens, it shouldn't breach this high. Then we can expect this. If this breach is high, it could take this high as well. Let me see. Don't think too much. Consolidate a bit. Stop the high where the breakup structure, and we already inverted this. So we already got this very first inversion. Very first inversion is matters. But what do you teach? What do you teach? What do you taught to the person, to the guy? Just follow that. That's for you as well. I wrote something to my trading buddy last year, and I was wondering, and I'm wondering whether I'm the one to write all these things, bro. It's a very valuable thing, bro. It's an invaluable thing. It's like fuck, five important points, rules forever. Like I don't I just not remember that. Oh, that's 5 points. It's very important. How the hell I write that down at that particular time? Like around 1 year back, I write it down in a very clean manner. Like bro, but because my friend not doing good at that particular time, he's broke. He's like, bro, something I need to do. Like that time, I just did one thing. I just did one thing. I just did one thing. And one thing is I'm trying to give him a rule book. In that rule book, I clearly mentioned what you need to do, what you shouldn't do. So I have to read it down. I have to read it down again and again because that's something written by me, and that that I have to follow that, bro. I need that right now. I need that right now. I have to follow that. I need that kind of things. So I am the one writing it down, right? So I need to read that. I need to read it again and again. So that's something I have to do. I have to do to keep myself in a good place. So, so technically, what's going on here is it just drops. We can clearly see the value keep on holding, and let's try to trade back. I try to take this I instead. Let's take this internal, and we give the market structure shift with this very first inversion, and it's pulled back for this range. If this get inverted, technically I would go for sell, and I keep my stop here, and I would target 50% after because by if it's inversion, most probably that 25 will would get break and we already get the inversion. So it would be a really good trade. Honestly, we could you expect this high to get protected until this and this gets taken. It's really good rejections, bro. It's really good rejections. And I want to see what is going to happen because 1 minute I got the confluence. I got what I want to see. I just identify. Hereafter, I don't like to go for buying because it's already moved and took all my targets. Buy sell liquidities like one and two major liquidity also gets taken. Like 2 days, 3 days high has been taken. And one small tiny bit of information is we had the 1 hour, daily fair value gap upside. The price just tap that fair value gap, clear out the first leg like this for this great swing. This is the first leg. If the price goes take this high, raise this fair value gap, give this inversion with the displacement, then it would be little cool to go for that. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see. Don't care much about anything, bro. Okay, then all right. And then going upstairs, and you're not telling me that healing from the healing stairs and rules forever. I, 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 I want to read that, bro. I want to read that. Yeah. Never touch the stop loss. The very first rule which I wrote. I don't know the date, bro. That's the thing. Maybe like at least 1 year back. At least 1 year back. Never touch the stop. The very first thing is never touch the stop. Once you place the trade, once you put the stop, you have the clean reason why you are touching the stop now. Just because the price going against you or you are in drawdown, you cannot touch the stop. You cannot manipulate the stop. That's why you put the stop loss, right? You cannot close the trade. You should wait for the clean confluence convictions to place a trade. Once you place the trade, that's it. You just wait. And you really need a clean reason why you are break even the trade or moving the stop. So never touch the stop loss once you set it. 1:2 or a partial entry to break even. So 1:2 or take some partial entry move to break even because my trades are most probably going to focus on throw on liquidities, high time frame targets, something like that. So my risk reward ratio, I cannot keep the risk reward ratio in check every single time because I'm targeting liquidities and things like stuffs like that. So that's the reason why I'm decided to take 1 is to 2 partials. One as soon as price move to 1 is to 2, I take my 50% position off, move my entry to break even. And and that's it, bro. 1 is to 2, I just take take my partials off and trying to hold the trade to the final take profit. Whatever the final take profit, I just hold the trade. That's a plan. That's good. That's good. But nowadays I'm not. But nowadays I'm struggling to take the 1 is to what is that? Hmm. Yeah, I just want to read that. So time is 10:13, bro. Just wait. Bro, bro, bro. Mm, okay. So the next thing is should attempt only the clean setups. I should only attempt the clean setups. If I find this is very clean, this is what I'm waiting for. I find all the confluences that I'm looking for, I'm waiting for, I'm just taking the trade because of this solid reason. I'm not in confusion. I'm not under the confusion. I'm not how can I say I'm not like I can buy, I can sell. I'm just waiting for this parallel get to decide whether it's going to go up good. I don't want to do those kind of fucking damn things. Bro. According to the data, where the market, according to the given data, what is the higher probability? What is the highest probability of the trade to play out, to expand, to reach out to? I don't know. I should identify that first. That if I find answer for that question, then it would be a pretty clean. If I able to answer that question, then that would be that pretty much it. So should only clean setups. There is no confusions in between, like where it's going to go. I don't care. I don't want to do this, do that stuff. So according to the model, what should I do? What should you do? So that's a very important question, bro. So you know the model clearly. At that time, I was. This is now I'm also know how the model works. I don't care about that. So according to the model, what should I do? So I get all the confluences entered. So according to the model, what should I do? So I want to do this. So I want to do that. I have to decide. I have to decide that, right? I have to decide that. According to the model, what should I do? What I can do. That's very important. So you should keep on asking the question while you are in a position. Once you are in a position, you might think a lot of things, but you should do like according to the position, what should I do? What's my target? What's my stop loss? Where I can move the position. These are the questions you need to ask without any interruption. But these are the questions you know prior. You can if these are the answers you should know prior to executing any trades, because if you are executing once you're executing the trade, the probability of you getting Emotional is a little higher. You cannot take strong decisions, sound decisions during that time. So it's pretty good for you to avoid those things. Avoid those things. Okay. If you are constantly feel stressed, okay. Okay. So according to the model, what should I do? So I find the model, I find everything. So what should I do now? That's it. So if you are constantly feel stressed and serious, and this is not for you. That's the saddest truth about trading. If you constantly feel stressed, tensed, and you are like not confident about the draw, not confident about what you're doing, then this is not for you, bro. You have to build that confidence first. How to build that, bro? I'm executing this trade because I get whatever I want to say. I get something. I found something which makes more sense to me. Now I'm good to go. So there's no point of waiting anymore. So that's a spread. That's something you need to develop. So you cannot simply say it like, you know, so obviously I expect that because you can clearly see that drops lower, take this liquidity, holding out of this fair value gap, which is also 15 minutes like 5 minutes fair value gap. Only if I'm holding the price, this place higher, pull back to its bottom. To this fair value gap and started this place. So obviously we could expect the place to ride out this price and reach the daily fair value gap. Okay. Yeah. If you constantly feel stressed and serious, okay. So that's something very important, right? If you constantly feel stressed and tensed, stressed or tensed, then this is not for you, and you just approach and apparently you just approaching this game, this business with the wrong mindset, wrong. Apparently the approach is completely wrong, bro. Wrong. It should not be it never be fun, but you should do it in a way it should be fun. It's fun, and you cannot tense and serious all the time because the times those times are over. Now you clearly know what is your entry model, what is your trigger point, where you can look those kind of you can if someone if there's a quiz competition, if there is a questions they are going to ask, if there is an interviewer about to ask these kind of questions to you, you're going to pinpoint all those things. The reason why this is not work, this is the reason. The reason why believe this is going to happen because this is the idea. So you have all the information, you have all the knowledge, you have all those things. So there is no point of thinking behind that, like thinking thinking different to that. So that's something I need to want to because after the explosion, after this big explosion, you cannot go right away, bro. That's something you need to be little careful. It's kind of consolidate, but the overall thing we are inside this travel gap still. We are inside the 5 minutes still, and we are displacing through that. We are just displacing through the not a, through the swing. It's not break of structure. It just goes up, it drops down, respecting this level, and it just try to trade back higher. So just wait. Don't do anything. Don't try to pull a trigger. Nothing. Don't do nothing. Please just wait and watch what's going on. What's going on? It's okay, fine. Okay. So if you constantly feel stressed or tense, that's something that is very crucial. Bro. You can so far I was like, bro, what's the worst going to happen? What's the worst going to happen? You might be wrong. So okay, just trying to read, trying to take some feedback. Why? Bro, I take the decision. I made as a trader, I made that decision and it's wrong. Why it's wrong? I need to I cannot get the answer. I need to wait for the data to present in front of me. Then I can understand, okay, fine. According to the data, the reason why it failed because this happened. This I expect this, but this was not that. This was not that. This happened. So you need to be little bit what? You need to be little bit careful with those kind of things, those kind of tiny nuances, tiny insights. Then and then only you can grow as a trader. Otherwise, you're going to be remain in the same spot, bro. You should clearly say, you should clearly explain or break down. This is the place where I can look for this kind of price action. Until then, I'm not doing anything. So in this space, I'm not going to do anything. Because after the big explosion, price just start consolidating. It's not going lower, it's not going higher. It just consolidate. We need to see something to happen, not to go for entry. Until then, you need to wait. So the important point, the crucial point, you cannot do it in a way it's make you feel stressed all the time. No, you should be calm, bro. I know what I'm doing. You should be calm because you develop the model, you develop the homework, you did the homework and everything. Now you need to focus on, bro. I know my model. I know how my model present and how my where I can and I know where I can look for those kind of things to present in front of me. If I find those entries, if I find those signals from the market, I would go for a trade. I would pull my trigger. Otherwise, that's it. Just call it a day. So try to do it in a probability way, like probability probabilistic. I don't know how can I throw the word for that. Try to use the probability, bro. Probability is very important. So for this explosion price drops down to this valley gap, we got like a displacement and right back, we get a respect. We do enter the trade here and we put the stop loss here and we expect the trade to take this. But I don't want to take this kind of trades. Because already price moved to a certain extent. And price already cleared out one, you can place one and two liquidities. And we have the daily gaps. And even though if it goes higher and higher, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to be in the part of the game. I don't want to be in the bottom. If hereafter, if I want to go for buy, I need to wait for the 50% retracement for this level. And if it's been some sort of displacement, then I can look for shorts, bar, buying. Until then, I cannot look for any sort of buy. I just wait for something to happen to look for the with retracement. Okay. So sixth point. So don't be stressed, don't be tense, don't be overwhelmed, don't feel overwhelmed all the time. Try to be like okay, try to be okay with being a lose, taking a losses, taking some booking some profits, holding the winners. Um, and there is no guarantee here, bro. There is no guarantee here. So you cannot trust anything. According to the data, I made a decision, and it's wrong. It's not my fault. It's yes, of course it's my fault. My read is not right. So why the reason why my read is not right? How can I avoid those kind of read? How can I read it in a read this thing in the right way. So I have to focus on these kind of things. They align the stuff. So so if it's feel tensed, if it feels stressed, if it feels not good, then it's not the thing for me to do right now. Because like I say that price drops. As soon as you tap that 25 DRT, as soon as you tap that repair valley gap, expand it, and the next candle is just will expand higher. So we just keep on going higher. There is no point of thinking something. So just wait, bro. So 1 hour, when we go to 1 hour, so next liquidity zone would be here. Next liquidity zone would be here. We have these gaps. Of course, the next liquidity zone for me is supposed to be this, and we have this gap. And I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen here. I'm just curiously waiting to see what is going to happen. The market is extremely bullish, bro. Extremely bullish. Why the fuck you going to go for sell? Right? Why the fuck you want to go for sell here? Damn. try to be little chill, try to be little chill. Okay, fine, nothing happened, nothing wrong here. So nothing happened, nothing wrong here. You don't need to be like, whoa. You don't need to be like this and that. So it's all good. The final piece of the information is what? Overall, you should have the rule and you should need to follow it without any compromise. Overall, at the end of the day, you should have the rule and you should follow the rule and you cannot breach any rule at any cost. That's something is very important. Overall, you should have you should have the rules and you need to follow the rule without any compromise. So these five things or six things which I wrote way earlier in my career. So I need to focus on that, following that. Shane, bro. So I'm not able to- So, Just a deep busy bro. Busy here. It's not important to anything. Um, Thank you for applying for this role. Take a Please take a few minutes to tell us about your previous experience with that. What the fuck, bro? I'm applying job. What's going on? It's not something cool to do. You like to do it. You don't like to do it. Yeah, sure, yeah. It's going to watch this statement. What if it be nice? I'm just going to watch it. I don't know. I just comprehend. And I think up for it. It doesn't get. That's going to see. That's going to see. I thought one could just get. Going to see. You know, the trains. Mm. So for this big explosions, what happened, don't know what happened, this kind of thing for the achieve. So for this, then I don't think it's on the code to get it to necessary and again. As simple as that. Yeah. Good explosion, drop. 24 grade, let's see that 25 grade, validation, drop down to 50. So, uh, you rate that 50, like you can really see that 50 has been great, boom, drop, right? 50 has been great, weightage fine, you can liquid rating, stuff that 915. You get this inversion, drop all the way down to 748. 748, not only the 748, but also the fair value, 15 minutes fair value, like 15 minutes fair value. From 15 minutes fair value gap, 50 minutes structure, it's like break. So there is no value reason for a bit of a buy. You clearly see that, right? Break, break. So just drop all the way down. Just drop. You can clearly see that break after 50. And this is the regression. So this is a pretty question. Because I don't find any breakout structure here. Yes, we got this inversion. So this data structure, this inversion set the stage for the price to reach here. Yeah. Until then, we can clearly see 25 great consolidated drops to 50. Trade back higher again breakout structure past this thing. displacement towards 75 towards this parallel, then trade back up towards this gap, which is pretty crucial for this range. But this liquidity also in the center of this range, if we found any sort of model, we could target this. Yes, there is no structure shift yet. So on the floor is pretty bearish. So on the sun rates, they cannot give the inversion. As soon as the price reaches this spot, we cannot go for buy. They should look for sell. So and it's just you can really see it's how good it's you can really see this one and two lows. Break the 50 percentage, boom, drop. This is the proper high and proper low. Swept at 8, 9:15, 9:30 candle just up 9:25, 9:30 candle just drop all the way down and take reach the 75 and reach the 5 value. So now I want to talk about 1 minute to see what's happening here. So so this is 9:25. So we have drops down, we have gone down, latest at 30 percentage, on what time get distracted by this inversion, fire valley gap. We can enter here, stop should be at this high and targeting. We can enter here, stop should be at this high and targeting. So on PDT, that's what really happened. That takes around 9:20 something like that. Drops, consolidate, enter on the greatest gap, we got this inversion. Yeah, we got this inversion plus parallel gap. Nice respect. Drop all the way down to 75. 75 to 15 minutes, 50% level. Did I find any sort of entry model here to support I could go for buy and targeting the market? Basically from this range, we have this unfilled 15 minutes gap, so we could target that one. Besides that, as soon as it reached this spot, did I find anything good? So this is the only gap inside the range. This is the only gap here. This one marking out. So inside the range, there is only gap. Consequent and coachman getting tapped. We're just trying to read. We're just trying to trade back higher. That's what matters most about this one. So as much pressure is this what we rebalance this barrel. Yeah. Boom. Fail to take the slow. Instead we give the market structure shift with this inversion. So I just want to see what's going to happen here. So we have the market structure shift and pull back, and this lows protected and price started to expand this like expand higher. They start to expand higher. So we can enter the trade here. Put the stop loss at this low because for this range we give a reasonably good pullback and break and close above. So we can enter the trade here and put the stop at this low and expecting this high, which is unfilled gap, should be the target. Pretty clean, honestly pretty clean. This or else this is entry, stop, this is the target. So pretty clean. If I want to go for a long here after even here, start loss should go to this low. I put the stop loss to this low. This body. It's 91 points. You catch the 117 points. Pretty much the so if I DRT, let's leave this gap, retest, boom, super. Here we get the what we got here. We got the breakout structure with this inversion, pull back, and we start to displace that. So we get to give the pullback, fail to breach this row, instead it's displace that. Break the structure, break the structure, created this inefficiency, and that inefficiency getting tapped. So this fair value gap, this breakout structure getting tapped and rejected, trade all the way up to this low. Could be the entry, but it's not that solid. Let's see. Okay. Drops. Holding. 25 ல hold ஆகிருக்கு. Break ஆகல. Holding. Fair value gap, liquidity has been swept. Nice displacement. Pull back. Nice displacement. Pull back. Nice respect. Started displace higher. Take this. First, uh, first liquidity, first high has been successfully taken, bro. This inversion could be a very good entry for me to go for sell. As soon as it's close below this range, we can go for an entry. We could target lower prices. So finally, about to get that entry now. We short market right at the inversion. Stop go all the way up to that candle highs. And we are targeting what? At least this 34 points. What would be great though? Yeah. Okay, 25 break, clean 50 equilibrium level. Clean. If we get the 25 break and we are targeting what? Clean 50. And we worked out from the screen. So technically we clear out the first leg and the screen cleared out here. Tap the daily first leg has been cleared out. Tap the daily fair value gap. We got the really good inversion, so I entered here. And let's leave this fair value gap. And I put my stop at the swing high, like the third candle body high. And I want to hold the trade till this equilibrium level. So all I just want to see how it's break this structure. If it's break this 25 DRT, we are fucking worst. Fucking worst. First. It's okay. Come on, man. Come on. What the fuck you are doing right now? I'm executing that clean trade in that eval, expired eval. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Come on, man. It's fucking so worst. Sorry. This spot, right? Limit sell one. Okay. I set my limit order there. Let me see how it's gonna work. It's okay, right? Actually, some pullback. Tap, pullback. Stop loss goes here. Target like this. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me about? Yeah, really good trade, bro. Really good. First leg has been taken. You got a really good inversion. You get a market structure shift. We created this gap. So, so expecting enter here, but it's like so fucking awkward. It's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Still, I believe it will go to that spotted. Still, it has the chances to go to that spot, so don't need to worry about anything. So what I did today matters to them. What I did today, I didn't do anything. I have a clean plan. I'm just waiting. I didn't do anything here. I just little confused. Like I know for after this explorer, I need to wait for some consolidation, accumulated a bit, hit back higher, slowly and steadily trade back higher. We clearly swept the high, tap the daily fair value here. We do the clean inversion with breakout structure. This candle not only inverted but also give the breakout structure. Nice that candle close. I wait for the candle to tap, but it didn't tap. Unfortunate thing is I execute this trade in my failed eval. That something sucks so badly. I expect the retracement price to retrace here, but unfortunately it didn't give any sort of retracement. It just like it didn't do anything, bro. It just drops down, break the 25 here, and just again it breaks the 25 here. So I don't know what is going to happen next. This entry, should be the first target, right? So for this entry, this should be the first target, and we need to wait for the price to go to this spot. This is a really good model, so I don't need to combine this. So yeah, so we also break that 25. This is just a pullback for this way. Take the leg inversion breakout structure comparison break. So we can touch this way and expecting price not to come this spot, and we can expect some pullback, some 50% or something, whatever it is that push. We could expect something out of this. And so far it's worked very good. It is already floating somewhere around like 11 points. It's floating somewhere around like 11 points. It's really good. So all you need to do is just hold the trade, put the plot this high to this low, and we could do target somewhere around here. So it's pretty good. And the only concern for me is can I hold this thing or I just want to close it? That's something I need to check it from here. So we got the break, we got this. Oh, I certainly okay, you got a really good 5 hour gap here. 5 minutes. 3 minutes, nice breakout section, nice displacement from back to the spot. Stop us the spot. Let me do that. Let me give the full thing, bro. Don't do anything. Last manipulation swing, holding, last manipulation swing, breakout structure, last manipulation swing, breakout structure, standard deviation, high, break. So what do I want? So come on, bro. So this is where I expecting the price to drops down to very good country. This level, this level, yeah, I just want to take this as the target. Yeah, sounds good. Want to set another here. That's it. It's the best case this one, which means something happens. So I'm good to go. Good to close the trade, good to close the live and everything. That's the plan. I'm just holding this trade till 12:30. Till 12:30. If it's not going this far, then I just wanna close the trade. I just wanna close it, bro. Just the point of holding this.